Algebra 1, Lesson 106, linear equations, and the equation of a line through 2 points. So all we're doing here is we're learning how to write the equation of a line when they give us only 2 points of the line, or 2 coordinates of the line. So let's say the book tells us that there's a line with the coordinates, let me see here. Okay, yeah, we'll use this one. So they tell us there's a line that passes through the point 4, comma, -2 on the coordinate plane, and -3, comma, 4 on the coordinate plane. Now, I'm not going to be graphing anything because you do not need to graph anything to solve this way. So if we have 2 points of the line, we need to identify these points, or the pieces of these points. So we know that this first piece is an x value, and this is an x value, and this is a y value, and this is a y value. However, we can't call them both just x and y because that gets confusing because it's 2 different numbers. So this one we'll call x sub 1, this will be x sub 2, this will be y sub 1, and this will be y sub 2. Now if you only know 2 points of the line, we can plug that into the equation y equals mx plus b, and specifically we're going to plug it into the point of m being the word for slope. So quick recap on m means slope. Slope equals rise over run, and there's an equation for slope that we can calculate if we have 2 terms like this, and the equation for the slope is y1 minus y2 divided by x1 minus x2. So we're adding this last little bit of knowledge. This is called the slope equation, or slope formula. So what slope formula says is that if you take the y1 value, you put it here, the y2 value, you put it here, the x1 value, put it there, and the x2 value, you put it there, then you can find the slope of the line. So this is just kind of like solving an expression using the plug-in method. So I'm going to take this slope formula, instead of writing y1, I'll go ahead and put -2, plug in inside of parentheses. Then I will subtract y2, which is +4. Then I will divide it by x1, which is +4, minus x2, which is -3. That is going to be my slope. So now all I have to do is solve it. So -2 minus 4, or plus -4, is going to become -6. 4 plus 3, or 2 negatives making a positive. 4 plus 3 is going to be +7. So -6 over 7 equals m, or the slope. So now I can take this value and I can plug it into this equation. So now I don't just have y equals mx plus b, I have y equals -6/7 x plus b. And I've almost got the equation of my line. The last thing I'm missing is the b. I have to find out what the y-intercept is. But again, I can't graph the equation because I don't have any graph paper or something, or I'm not sure what the reason is, but we're not going to use any graphs to do this. What we'll do is we'll take one of these values, we'll plug it in, and we'll solve for b. And I'm actually going to do this twice. We'll do it the first time over here. Because the reason why I'm going to do it twice, it doesn't matter which pair of x's and y's we use. We just have to use one pair, and then we'll get the answer for b. So y equals -6/7 x plus b. So if I use the x1 and y1 values, instead of writing y, I would put -2. Instead of writing x, I would just put +4 and plus b. So now to solve for b, I would take 4 times -6, which is going to give me -24 over 7. So -2 equals -24 over 7 plus b. Now to finish solving for b, I have to add this to the other side. So I'll add 24 over 7. So if I was to take 2 and put it over 7, this would end up becoming -14 over 7. I'm just rewriting the -2. So -14 plus +24 is going to give me +10 over 7. And that is going to be equal to b. So my final equation here is going to be y is equal to negative 6/7 x plus 10 over 7. And then that was using these first 2 points. Now if I take these 2 points, I get the exact same answer over here. So I'll take negative 3 and 4 and I'll plug them in there. So instead of y, I'm going to put positive 4. Instead of x, I'm going to put negative 3, and then b will remain the same. So negative 3 times negative 6 gives me positive 18 over 7 plus b. That's going to equal positive 4. Now in order to solve for b, I'm going to have to move the 18 over 7 to the other side, so I'll subtract 18 over 7 from each side. This side cancels. Now for this side I have to turn 4 into a number with the denominator of 7, so that would be 28 over 4. 28 minus 18 is 10 over the denominator of 7, which is what b is equal to, which is what we had over here. And then the very last thing would be to plug it in the equation. The equation is y equals negative 6/7 x plus 10 over 7. All right, so in case I didn't make it clear earlier, this is your final answer right here. All right. So your final answer is writing the equation on the line, and you can do that if you only know 2 points. All right, if you have any questions, let me know on Moodle, and I will see you in class.